Listen, I don't know how this message is going to sound, but let me tell you the far truth. Many people are intimidated by your handwork. When I'm talking about we don't need to be lazy, some people will always think, what is this small boy always talking about? Leave lazy people. Like seriously, in this system where everything is hard. Listen, many people out there are intimidated by your hard work, by your smart work, by the fact that you have that strength to work, you have that knowledge to work, you have that capacity to do. You are no longer dependent on nobody. Believe me, you may not like what I'm saying, but the truth is this: there are some there are some that how like there are some garbages gaba. I've never used this word. It's like I'm acting like Odumeji. You know what I'm saying? There are some garbages gaba that are in Akus. In Akus. They are in. They are not out. They are secretly what angry because of the fact that you are working hard and you are still succeeding and you are not dependent on them anymore. Yes, believe me. There are a lot of people that all their prayer every day is just for you to be in that situation where they will be, sending you errand, controlling you, manipulating you, using you, treating you, telling you, saying all they feel like. I have been there. I know what I'm talking about. When I tell us to stand up for ourselves, I'm not saying it because I just want to say a word or I don't have what to say. I have been there. I know what it takes to be in that position where you don't have say. Listen, that is why as a choosing, you need to be consistent in that work you are doing. Are you learning what? Are you a student? Grow to that point where you become what? Independent. You are no longer dependent on no one. You become what? Independent. You will see a lot of faces like Goliath. You will see a lot of people faces like what? That face of Judas Iscariot. You will see a lot of people faces like what? Like chimpanzee. Just believe me. Because the moment you grow to that point, I'm not saying you become what? Rich. No, I'm talking about coming to that level where you have right to do whatsoever you feel like. They don't command you. They don't tell you what to do. They don't have power over you. They can't manipulate you. They can't treat you the way they feel like because you have what you have the goal, you have the call, you have that thing in your hand. A lot of people are angry, desperately hungry because they can. There was a day that I was, after reaching work. So the moment I enter, I was about to take my shoe to start up a work. My master and his vice, they just come to me and asked me a word. How much do you earn monthly? I look at them, I said, does that mean they don't think before asking? What is the meaning of this word? I tell them in Italian, I said, fai fare caso suoi. I tell them that word. Do what? Do your own. Face your own. Face your own life. That is my own business. It's not your own business. Because we are living in a world where people will always love to keep you what poor. Where people will always love to do or to use you. That is why if you are up there and you are still what? Putting your hope in government, you are still putting your hope in anything, my brother, you are damaging your futures. Believe me, I'm not saying that Working under someone is bad, but while you are working, save money to open up a trade. I remember when I was a student in my place in Nigeria, I have one of my teacher, that is my physics teacher. Anytime this man come to our place, he always tell us a word. I have no less than 1 hour, 2 hours to go home. I will open my pharmacy workshop. What does that mean? He know that ending from government is not enough to succeed or to live a life. I have another teacher which I love, and I promised myself that anytime I visit my place, I will always try to do or to reach out to her. She is a teacher, my food and nutrition word teacher. She work under government, but she still have her cooking word stuff. She cook for people in the hospital, for politicians, for many people. She earned all those money. So if you are depending on working under people, that will make you. I tell one of my friends, I say, look, like this year now, this is 3 months. I have work, but I can't tell where I keep the money that I'm working. Believe me. Like today now, I'm at home because it rained yesterday night heavily. I can't go work because even if I decide to go, the master will not do what, will not even bother. Why? Because I will be the one that will feed the cow. And if I come back, I feel get what, sick. And not only me, many of my friends are sleeping. So what am I trying to say is this: grow to that point where you do what you are able, you are capable not to depend on anyone, no matter what. Don't tell me that this or that. There are many business you can invest. There are many things you can do up there. Mostly if you are in Africa, it is very what, easier. You know what I'm saying? So believe me, as a choosing, there are a lot of people up there who are secretly mad because of your constantly and persistently what, hard work. Because of your hard work. Because of the fact that the hard work is already leading you to that point where you don't depend on them. You no longer ask them for assistance. You no longer ask them for help. You no longer go to them and beg them. It pissed a lot of people off because that have never been their expectation. Because many of them, their prayer every day is just to make sure to keep you in that situation where they will be using you, manipulating you, and taking charge of you. Remain blessed. May God bless you.